What's good, people? Welcome back to another episode on my channel. It's your boy Elijah, and today I wanted to show you some of my exposure in the stock market, and I'm hoping this video is going to give you a sense of what sectors and what companies you should be looking at as you move forward in your investment. So we're going to go straight into it. So the first aspect of my stock portfolio is options trading. And for those of you who do not know what options trading is, it's basically you buying a contract that allows you to buy 100 shares of a company, but the trick is it has an expiration date, and this contract basically has a strike price, which is the price you're willing to buy before the expiration date. So I don't want to go too in depth into that because that's a video for another day, but today we're going to be talking mostly about what this portfolio looks like and why I am currently where I am. So as you can see, right around June 17th, I threw $1,000 into this portfolio, and I just started dabbling in some options trading. I started out with Microsoft option, and this Microsoft option did pretty well. I sold it right around this mark, 1400. I sold it right around here. So as you can see, I gained right around 47%, so $470 something. And then earlier today, actually, I bought into Apple, another strike price of 140 with an expiration date of August 6th. So that's my current exposure right now. This is what I'm working with when it comes to options trading. I'm pretty comfortable with my exposure in options. I don't think it's too terrible. So far today, I made $25, but that's going to change as things move. But anyway, I don't want to focus too much on my options because options are very risky, and I don't particularly advise a lot of people to do options trading. I think it's something you can maybe dabble in, but not too much of your portfolio. Anyway, let's get into the meat of today. So we're going to be talking about, one thing is my current portfolio in the stock market overall. So we're looking at three things right now. So we have energy and transportation. So this is in the form of Tesla. I think Tesla definitely has the United States market. NIO is also a pretty good one. I think China is going to be backing NIO super heavy when it comes to energy consumption, especially transportation system. As we know, the G20 and just overall climate issues are very, very huge in today. And we know transitioning to a sustainable model is the best thing for our generation and the next generations to come. Overall, Tesla is going to be super great in that environment, but also I think they're going to be paving a new path when it comes to transportation as well with their self-driving initiative as well. So all around a great, I think, bucket to be invested in. Currently, ARK Invest, if you're not familiar, ARK Invest, it's an investment company led by Cathie Woods, and this company is right now, Tesla is their number one pick for investments with, a lot of money invested there. On the second on the list, we have eCommerce. This is a very interesting one. I think it's going to be very, very great long term. I think Shopify especially is going to be ridiculous. I think Shopify is still at a discount because it opens the door to a lot of growth in the e-commerce space. I think they touch a lot of e-commerce businesses, especially the ones outside of Amazon. So I'm going to bring your attention to this report really quick. So e-commerce sales in the first quarter of 2021 accounted for 13.6% of total sales. That is 13.6% is super tiny. But also the first quarter of 2020 e-commerce estimate increased 39.1% from the first quarter of 2020. So the growth is there, while total retail sales increased 16.8%. So it's growing faster than retail itself, right? So e-commerce has a lot of room to grow. And currently Shopify is the number one company in the space of general e-commerce. Amazon is definitely number one when it comes to a centralized e-commerce platform where they own a majority of a lot of different things. But Amazon right now is just giant in so many aspects. I think Shopify has a leg up in the specific e-commerce space because they work with a lot of entrepreneurs that are creating their own businesses and leveraging their systems to do so. Last but not least, we have my favorite bad boy in the fintech space, Square. This is a magic sauce company. I talk about them a lot, and as you can see, I've had my highest returns from them overall in my portfolio, 408%, which is ridiculously great. But overall, I think they are all-around great company. They touch both spaces, I would say they touch both spaces, consumer and businesses, which is super huge. That's very important in this space that we're in, especially fintech. So a lot of small businesses use Square products, and not just that, but they also work with consumers, especially with the Cash App product now that is now the leader in terms of growth for Square's revenue and business streams overall. I think Square has a lot of room to grow in this space, especially because they're also looking at blockchain, specifically Bitcoin, and how they can leverage that to continue to grow as a business. I think these three companies in my portfolio are leaders in their sectors, and I am a believer in sectors. I think the technologies that they're pursuing is going to be very transformative, especially when it comes to energy and transportation with Tesla. Very huge fan of what they're trying to accomplish in that space, as well as self-driving. I think self-driving has a lot of pluses if it is actually going to work. I think people will have less accidents on the road if that technology actually exists. Second, we have, like we talked about, e-commerce. I think e-commerce is going to continue to grow. Another thing that I noticed was we are in a consumer economy, especially in the United States. Whenever there is a downturn any economical way, there is going to be more printing of more money. And what that happens is it flows back to businesses through consumption and spending, right? So e-commerce is definitely going to continue to grow. We saw 2020 when everything crashed, everything locked down. E-commerce was the only untouched, I would say, relatively space. It grew significantly after that because of the convenience factor. And I think that's only going to continue to increase as we move on. Last but not least, fintech. We already talked about this. We are transforming the entire way that we exchange value in this world and a lot of different factors. So I think Square has a huge leg up with Cash App. Venmo was fast following Cash App, but I think Cash App is a leader in that space because they introduce a lot of new products first. So we're going to continue to keep an eye on that. But anyway, these are three great sectors I think you should be looking at. These are the three companies in the sectors that I picked. So definitely keep an eye out on things that are going on in this space. I think there's a lot of room to be growing here. So anyway, I hope you liked this video and I hope you found this entertaining. It was your boy Elijah. If you found this video nice or entertaining, or you feel like you learned something and you're interested about learning more, make sure you smash that like button because it helps me to continue to make content like this. And I want to just bring you more value as possible. So help me understand what works. If you're new to this channel, make sure you subscribe because it continues to help motivate me. And it also lets me know that these videos are great and I should continue to make some videos like this. It was your boy Elijah again. Thank you for stopping by, and I will see you on the next video. Peace.
Don't speak to no one but the facts to the mass.